everyone, it's Thursday 21st May 2020, Year 2 Maths. Today we're going to look at 4 operations with lengths. Pause the video and make sure you have your workbook and a pencil. Please download the sheet from class charts or email that we have sent you. Write the short date at the top of the page, 21.5.20. Write the LI to use 4 operations to measure lengths. Once you have finished your work, please send your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. What are the 4 operations? Right, pause the video here and you can talk to your adult who's helping you or your brother and sister and see if you know what the 4 operations are. Let's see. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. So these are the 4 operations. Let's go through the key vocabulary. Repeat after me. Measure, centimeters, meters, height, length, long, longer, longest, tall, taller, tallest, short, shorter, shortest, distance, in brackets I put the operation for subtract, half as in divide, double as in multiply, together or total as in add. Right, Tia, Zach and Malachi measure strips of paper. So Tia's strip of paper is 5 centimeters long, Zach's is 4 centimeters and Malachi's is 10 centimeters long. Right, looking at the first question, how much shorter is Zach's paper than Tia's? So the answer is 1 centimeter. So what you do is you look at Tia's one, which is 5 centimeters minus 4 centimeters, and you get 1 centimeter there. How much longer is Malachi's paper than Zach's? So you're comparing and finding the difference between the two. So you do 10 centimeters minus 4 centimeters, and you get 6 centimeters. Now Malachi cuts off 2 centimeters of his paper, so his paper is 10 centimeters. If he cuts off 2 centimeters, which is 10 minus 2 centimeters, it gives you 8 centimeters. Now Zach cut 3 more pieces of paper the same length. What is his total length of all 4 strips? So we know that one of the strips is 4 centimeters, and you times it by 4 and it gives you 16 centimeters there. Right, there are 3 bears in a box. The grey bear is 15 centimeters taller than the green bear. The green bear is 4 centimeters shorter than the brown bear. The brown bear is 39 centimeters tall. So how tall are the grey and green bears, and how much taller is the grey bear than the brown bear? Well, so there's a lot of information here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the main information and work it through. So the main information is over here, the brown bear is 39 centimeters tall, so we know what the brown bear is, and it's saying that the green bear is 4 centimeters shorter than the brown bear. So we want to find out how tall the grey and brown bears are. So we're going to work with the green bear first. So what we need to do is we need to do 39 centimeters minus 4 centimeters equals 35 centimeters. So the green bear is 35 centimeters tall. So now we're looking at the grey bear. Now the information we've got is the grey bear is 15 centimeters taller than the green bear. As we know that the green bear is 35 centimeters tall, so what we need to do is add the 15 centimeters to it to find the length of the grey bear. So we know that the grey bear is 50 centimeters tall. Now we've got the information that the brown bear is 39 centimeters tall, the grey bear is 50 centimeters tall. Now, how much taller is the grey bear than the brown bear? Now we need to find the difference between the two. So what we do is 50 centimeters minus 39 centimeters equals 11 centimeters. So the grey bear is 11 centimeters taller than the brown bear. Right, pause the video and please make sure you have downloaded the worksheet from class charts or the email that we have sent you. This is what the worksheet looks like.
Hello! A quick flashback before we look at some dinosaurs. Pause the video here to have a go at these 4 questions. And don't forget the clock. I hope you did okay with those ones. First one, how long is the leaf? Well, the start of the leaf is on 0. Great, that's the right place to be. And the end of the leaf is nearest to 7 centimeters. So the leaf is 7 centimeters long. What fraction of the sweets has been circled? Well, there are 3 sweets altogether, and 2 out of the 3 sweets have been circled. So 2/3 have been circled. Name the shape. So this is a pentagon, and I like to remember that by thinking, well, I've got 4 fingers and a thumb, so we'll say 5 fingers on my hand, and that's how I hold my pen with my hand. So if I've got 5 fingers on my hand, a pentagon has got 5 sides. So that's a pentagon. And then number 4, how many 10s are there in 82? So we could count up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, but actually we can just look at the ones place and the tens place. There are 2 ones and there are 8 tens. So there are 8 tens in 82. The time on the clock? The hour hand is just past the 8, and it's a quarter of the way round, so it's a quarter past 8, or 8:15. Well done! 4 operations with lengths today. But first of all, here are 2 dinosaurs. Have a look. What do you notice? Because so much of maths is about looking and noticing, first of all, before we do any calculating or any measuring or anything. Just looking and noticing. Did you notice that we've got a Stegosaurus and a Tyrannosaurus Rex? And actually, the Stegosaurus would have been extinct 80 million years before the Tyrannosaurus Rex came along. So these 2 dinosaurs never would have met each other like they are today. Did you notice some mathsy things? Maybe about the length of them. So our Stegosaurus is longer than our Tyrannosaurus Rex. The height, that's quite interesting. In this picture they look quite similar heights. Did you notice that the Stegosaurus is a herbivore? Maybe you know that already. And we can see the Tyrannosaurus Rex's tooth there, which maybe tells us that it's a carnivore. It's quite difficult to test out any of our theories while the dinosaurs are where they are. I want to know which one is taller or which one is longer, and that's really tricky to do while they're like that. So what I'm going to do is draw a line and measure our Stegosaurus. So I measure the Stegosaurus, and he is 12 centimeters long. And I'm going to do the same for our Tyrannosaurus Rex, and she is 7 centimeters long. This tells me a little bit about our 2 dinosaurs. And I can find out other things now. I can find out how much longer the Stegosaurus is than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I can find out how much shorter the Tyrannosaurus Rex is than the Stegosaurus. But it's not clear just by looking. So to remove the dinosaurs, so I stop thinking about dinosaurs and think about the maths, I'm going to draw a bar instead. So here's my bar around my Stegosaurus and around my Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I've labelled my bars S for Stegosaurus and T for Tyrannosaurus Rex. And inside, I've put their lengths. So we've got 12 and 7. Here's Alex, and she's made her bar model out of strips of paper. Now that's really interesting because that's where bar modelling originally came from. They were called strip diagrams, and the strips of paper would represent the values, just like we've got here today. The really good thing about Alex's pieces of paper is that she can move them around, like this. That's so much clearer. So now when I ask the question, what do you notice? It's really clear that the Stegosaurus is much longer than the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and that the Tyrannosaurus Rex is just over half the length of the Stegosaurus. Lots of things to notice now. Alex colours in her strips to make them easier to identify. And now there are lots of things that we can find out. For example, the difference in lengths, which is this space here. Finding the difference is one of the 3 types of subtraction. So if we want to know how much shorter the Tyrannosaurus Rex is, or how much longer the Stegosaurus is, then the bar model helps us to do that. Because we can see our Stegosaurus is 12, and if we subtract 7 from 12, then it will tell us the difference between 12 and 7. So our calculation would be 12 subtract 7. That's how we find the difference. This strip diagram doesn't just help with finding the difference though. We can move our Tyrannosaurus Rex next to our Stegosaurus. And this now will tell us how to calculate how long both dinosaurs are together. So we've got 12 and we've got 7. So our calculation will be 12 plus 7. Lots of things we can do with our strip diagrams or our bar models. Pause the video here and have a go at questions 1, 2 and 3. You might like to make your own bar models or strip diagrams. 3 dinosaurs for us now. We've got our Brachiosaurus, our Stegosaurus, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But the Tyrannosaurus Rex isn't coming yet. And not because it would eat one of those dinosaurs, because it wasn't alive when those dinosaurs were alive. We know that from earlier. What we're thinking about is the height of the dinosaurs, how tall they are. The Brachiosaurus could grow to 15 meters tall. The Stegosaurus was much smaller. That could grow to 3 meters tall. And we're not sure how tall, at the moment, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to be. I do know, though, it is taller than a Stegosaurus, so taller than 3 meters, and shorter or smaller than a Brachiosaurus, so smaller than 15 meters. So how tall could it be? If you've got some dinosaurs at home, you might like to get them out, and you could measure them. You could get a really small one, and a really tall one, and then one that's somewhere in the middle, and maybe ask somebody in your house, how tall do you think it could be? It's got to be taller than 3 meters, but shorter than 15 meters. Look, here comes a T-Rex now. Could be anything from 3 meters to 15 meters. Small or large. Well, actually, the Tyrannosaurus Rex was about 5 meters tall. And if we look at our strips, we can see there's one that's 3 meters, and here's one that's 15 meters. And then our Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to go in the middle, more than 3 meters, but less than 15 meters. And actually, our Tyrannosaurus Rex is 5 metres. It's a really nice way to look at it. Why not get some of your dinosaurs or other animals out and see how tall or small they are? Pause the video here and have a go at questions 4 and 5.
Once you have finished your work, please send a photo of your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.